Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because today I am going to be talking all about my experience taking Accutane for the second time. Yes, round 2 of Accutane. A year ago, I did a video on my first time taking Accutane and I had to take Accutane again. So I want to share my experience with you guys because there was a difference in my body this time around. So yeah, I just want to share with you guys my experience in case some of you guys are going through what I went through, or if you're just researching more about Accutane. I just want to give you guys my experience because I feel like with Accutane it's such a big decision to make and you should always research a lot and watch a lot of videos and other people's opinions and stuff. So this is for you guys. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So if you guys don't want to watch my first Accutane video, I will just kind of speed you guys up to where I am today. As you guys can see, my skin, it's so nice now, like thank God, like honestly. In case you've never seen any of my videos, whatever, let me just catch you up. Okay, so I am turning 21 this year in June. So my skin started breaking out when I was it 14 or 15? It's when we enter high school here in New Zealand. So I think it was like 14, 15. And I started getting little bumps on my forehead. It wasn't acne, like there was no pus. It was just little bumps on my forehead. And then I would say 14 going to 16, I still had the bumps, but at the same time I was getting acne, like legit pimples like around my cheeks. It was mainly my forehead. And then 16 going to 17 is when I met my boyfriend and my skin was just getting worse and worse. I was very insecure about it. I'm just trying to make my story very short, but like, you know, the whole acne thing was really bad to my mental health and it really damaged my self-confidence. I was talking to my boyfriend about it and he told me that he went on Accutane before I even met him. So he gave me that suggestion and that's when I went on Accutane for the first time. So that was when I was 17 and I took it for 6 months, and when I was 18 my skin was beautiful. Like honestly, I didn't have much breakouts. My skin was really good. I was really happy with my skin. So when I was 18, the whole year my skin was beautiful. Now we're moving on to when I was 19, which is in 2015. I had 2 jobs which totaled to about 35 to 40 hours a week of me working, and then on top of that I was going to the makeup school trying to get my certificate to be a professional makeup artist. I did that part-time, so that was 9 hours per week. But you know, when you go to school, just because it's 9 hours doesn't mean set 9 hours. You still got to go home and do homework and research and all that kind of stuff. So I was dealing with those 3 main things in my life and obviously trying to juggle my personal life as well. And then that's when I started breaking out in 2015 when I was 19. There are 3 reasons why I think I broke out. I don't really know why I broke out again. First reason being the obvious: too much stress. That is just way too much to be working, studying, and working that much amount of hours a week. It's too crazy. Obviously you're gonna get stressed out, and I was super stressed because I still had to deal with my own personal problems. So that's the first reason I think I broke out. Second reason, some of the girls at the makeup school that I went to didn't really clean their brushes properly. I know it sounds disgusting, but that's what it is. Some people just didn't clean their brushes properly, and I don't know if it could be that reason because I never found my skin to be really sensitive to that kind of stuff. Like I feel like my skin's pretty like strong. So that's the second reason why I think. And then the third reason is maybe the Accutane was just wearing off on my body or something like that, because I have heard of other people who have taken Accutane and they had to take it again because it just wore off. It just, acne started coming back. I don't know which one it could have been, but it happened and it was happening the same again. So at first I was just getting small bumps on my forehead. I didn't have much pimples, but then over time I had the bumps and I was getting pimples. My skin was just kind of repeating itself since I was 16. And what sucked this time around is, like, you know, when you're 16, a lot of people around you do have acne, but now that I was 19 going on to 20, like everybody past that phase of getting pimples and everything like that. Like all my girlfriends around me had beautiful skin. Like no one had skin like me. If you know me, and I mentioned in my last Accutane video, I am a person who's really against taking any type of pills. If I get food poisoning, I will not even take Panadol. I will just go to sleep, let time heal, let time do its thing. I won't take pills. I'm just against it. Like, if you take it, all good, that's your life, but for me and my body, I don't want to put that stuff into my body. So I try my best to, like, you know, keep away from that stuff. I never been on birth control, well, before this whole incident, but I'm really against taking birth control. Like, so I'm really against taking pills. So keep in mind, it wasn't just like, I'm gonna take Accutane again. Like, no, me taking Accutane was like a very important decision, and I feel like it should be for you as well. You shouldn't just jump into it just because you think it's gonna work. Like, it does work, but there are other methods you should do before taking Accutane, because it's a very, very harmful drug to take, and you just really want to think about it. I'm not like recommending it, but let me continue with my story. So this time around, that being said, I was like, fuck no, I do not want to take Accutane for the second time. Like, I don't want to take it for the second time. So I did more research, and I saw on a video that dairy could be a very big cause for acne. So I started changing up my diet in January 2016, or was it February? Like around then, early 2016. Pretty much I took out dairy, gluten, and sugar, all the unnatural stuff. So every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I had the same meal, and my meal was chicken, which is my protein, potatoes as my carbs, and veggies, and I just seasoned them with cayenne pepper because I like anything spicy, and white pepper, and also Himalayan salt. That's all I had. Ask any of my friends that I was going through that time. I did not cheat, and I'm a type of person to really give in to cravings. Like, I love chocolate, I love me some Korean food. You know, keeping that in mind, I was bloody determined to get my skin back to normal, and I hate people who complain, my skin is so shit, but they don't do anything about it. If your skin's so shit and you really did give a fuck, you would go do something about it. Like, I'm getting a bit heated about it because I stand so strongly behind it. If you're really concerned, or if you were really worried about it, you would get off your ass and work hard and get your skin back to how it was, correct? I don't know, that's just me. So that was me. Like, I did not touch any junk food that had dairy, gluten, sugar. I ate clean like a bodybuilder. I drank heaps of water, and I did that for 4 months. Also, in those 4 months, I was buying and using like, you know, acne skincare regimens and all that kind of stuff. I tried Clarigen, I tried Mario Badescu, Kate Somerville, Murad, all those big brands that people on YouTube and everywhere recommend, saying that it has helped with their skin. And oh my god, skincare is probably the most priciest thing in the world, and I spent so much money on it. Honestly, I couldn't say anything worked for me that helped my skin. Like, honestly, nothing worked. My skin wasn't changing. If not, it probably was getting worse. So I knew it wasn't my diet. Nothing skincare wise was working for me. It was like, I hit rock bottom. I was like, even if I take Accutane, it's probably not gonna kill my skin. My skin is fucked. Like, that was just my mental brain. I was so negative. Honestly, this time around, my skin was a lot worse when I was younger, and it was like a very dark time in my life. So that wasn't working, and I was like hitting rock bottom. So around now, it's like kind of May. So I was like, nothing is working. Like, what can I do? So I went to the doctor again, and I was like, I'm just gonna take Accutane. Like, I'm gonna take it. So I went to the doctor, and he recommended me to get topical cream again, but I'm like, no, just give me Accutane. Just give me the real deal. This stuff ain't gonna work on me, because I have tried it in the past and it didn't work for me in the past. So he was like, okay, let's just start off with birth control, because a lot of girls, they take birth control to help reduce the acne, and I'm gonna have to take birth control anyway, because if you do get pregnant and you're sexually active while taking Accutane, it's gonna be really bad for the baby. So they just, you know, want to protect you. He's like, you're gonna take it anyway, let's just take it baby steps. I'm like, okay, whatever, just give it to me. It sounded like he wasn't gonna give me Accutane, so I might as well take something, and if this works out, at least I don't need to damage my liver with taking Accutane. So I took birth control for the first time. I didn't take birth control the first time I took Accutane, by the way. I took that for 2 months, and I did see like the slightest improvement in my skin, like, I don't know, 5% improvement in my skin. It was not working for me. He told me to try it for 2 months, and then I can come back, and if it's not working, I'll go get a blood test and he'll give me Accutane. So this is like August 2016 now. I got my blood test, got Accutane, started taking Accutane, and yeah, like it worked, it bloody worked. Like I was so negative and depressed, like not just about my skin, just there was so many stuff going on in my life, like personally, but like my skin was a big part of it. But I really thought it wasn't gonna work. Like when you just have bad skin, you feel like nothing is gonna work out for you, and it could just be like law of attraction. First time when I took Accutane, if you did watch that video, I said there wasn't much in my body, like nothing was changing. My skin just got clearer and my skin was just a little bit dry. But this time around, it was a bit rough for me. So I took 3 milligrams, I think it was 3 milligrams. This is the smallest amount you can get of Accutane, and I took it for 6 months. My skin was so bloody dry. Like, I don't know, I feel like it was really dry this time around. The big difference was my lips. This time my lips was like really dry. Like no lip balm could help it. Like I had to keep reapplying it. And the worst part of this one was my nose. Like inside of my nose was so dry. Like it was bleeding like half the time. My under eyes was really dry, which brought out those little wrinkles. So baking was not a good thing back then for me. I feel like the only good thing about taking Accutane, if you have dyed hair, you don't even need to wash your hair for a good week. You don't even feel disgusted. Like for me, I feel a bit yuck if I don't wash my hair like after like 2 to 3 days, even with dry shampoo. But girl, it literally sucks all the oil out, and you don't even like day 3 hair, I haven't used dry shampoo. That's pretty much all that happened. It was a bit rough, but I've heard worse stories where people's like assholes were like bleeding and stuff. It wasn't that bad, but it was worse than the first time. And you know, here I am now, 2 months off Accutane, and I haven't got any breakouts. My hair is obviously back to how it was. It just gets super oily. My skin is a little bit more oily, but acne wise, nothing has came out yet. I'm scared that it's going to come back a year later, because I've also heard that other people continually take Accutane and they're like 30. So you know, I'm just positive vibes, law of attraction. I'm no dermatologist. I'm not recommending Accutane to you guys, but honestly, like if you have tried everything like me, like literally I tried everything, every acne hack you can think of, all the skincare products, none of that shit works. Like honestly, for me, if you have my kind of acne, then I feel like Accutane is the right way to go. Again, I'm not trying to like force this on you. Really talk to your parents about it if you're like, you know, underage. It's just some acne you like, I feel like Accutane is just the way to cure it. I just know how it feels like to feel like nothing is working out for you, like nothing in the world is gonna work for you. I thought Accutane wasn't gonna work for me, and I took Accutane before and it worked, and I still felt like that. So there is a cure out there. I just recommend you doing what I did first, like trying different methods, keep on trying, and until you hit rock bottom, then I say if your blood is alright to take Accutane, which you will have to get tested. I mean, it works, and my self-confidence has boosted a lot when I was going through that stage. Like, I didn't want to wear makeup as much as I could, so when I didn't wear makeup, I didn't even want to go out. Like, honestly, I did not go out. I felt insecure. I felt like people was just staring at my skin and not at me. Not a day that goes by I am blessed and thankful that my skin is still clear. And I'll show you guys how my skin looks now, but I just have pores and scars, which covers up by like, you know, makeup. I don't regret taking Accutane, and if my skin were to break out again, you know, the whole repeat of getting the little bumps first and then getting the acne, I know what to do. I'm gonna go back on Accutane again. Like, that is just my skin. Just want to give someone out there a little bit of hope, and that you're not alone with your skin. Also, another thing, a lot of you guys noticed that my skin did get better, and I didn't say anything. It's not because I wanted to hide it. It was just like, I felt like I was cheating in a way. Like, I wasn't really hiding it. I knew I was gonna do a video and you guys would all know, but every time, like even in person, like my friends would be like, I told no one, only my partner knew. And they were like, oh, your skin went a lot better. I'm like, yeah. I didn't even say anything. I just didn't know. I just felt like it's cheating. Like, but yeah, that's how I cleared my skin up through Accutane. I just hope this video is helpful for any of you guys out there that is struggling. I know how you feel. I had to go through it twice. You can leave a comment down below letting me know your story. If you want to be more private about it, just head on over to my Instagram. You can DM me if you like. You got a friend here, and me if you want to talk about it. No judgment, nothing. Thumbs up if you did find it helpful, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!